And hello everyone, and welcome to the second race out of 12 of the Matco Tools Truck Championship. And we are at Kentucky for the running of the Turkey Hill 250. 45 laps, no pit stops. Just flat out go crazy racing. And trust me, it could be crazy. We'll just have to see what will happen here. Quickly looking at the starting order here, you got Justin Leathers on the pole position, great run, and Mark Davidson the outside on the front row. And Derek Hamill on the 5, and Yang Scenario 81, Chris Hayden and Samantha LeBron, Tim Jonas and Michael Canto, Marcus Alejandro and Mia Leathers in the top 10. Look at the full starting order here. But this is definitely a track where even if you're starting way back here, you can make your way back up to the front. And likewise, if you're starting up front, truck ain't too good, you'll drop back pretty quick. But this isn't going to be quite the cycle racing that you may see on some other tracks. This is going to be exciting. Trust me. So, let's just see how exciting it will be, shall we? Let's get the command, let's fire the engines, let's go racing for the Turkey Hill 250. Wow. That's a command. As the trucks are rolling. Just gonna really quick make sure everyone has gotten going without a hitch, and all looks good. So the 29 and the 99 leading them to the green flag. Pace truck is in race 2 of 12. Here at Kentucky, 45 laps. What are we going to see? Coming to the green. Green flag is in the air at Kentucky. We are racing. Is the 99 and 29 stay right next to each other. Coming into turn number 1. This is a track where the outside lane can do pretty good things. At times, it's almost the preferred lane to be in. Derek Hamill already, though, is in the inside lane. It is still a shorter way around. But there's a bit less grip down there. They're already 4 wide. We're going to see a lot of 3 wide, maybe some 4 wide. Even 5, possibly. Does it look like the 92 led the first lap there? That's Chris Hayden. And now here you see that middle lane at the top end of the groove. Getting the run off there. And they're already 4 wide behind him. Derek Hamill trying to break out of that. Not quite able to do so, but they are already 4 wide in a couple of different places. This could be bad, as already Michael Canto on the low side into second place. My gosh. And that's just how these trucks behave. They have a lot more drag, a lot more downforce than the Music Arts Cup cars, so that's why they're able to stay in a pack like this. But just one single tiny mistake and you're looking at the big one. Talladega style. They're racing like it's the last lap already. And this is just lap 4 now. Michael Canto up to the point. Here comes the 81. Yang Scenario, my bad there. 51. Struggling there in the middle lane. That is Diego Yepes. I think Diego. I could have that wrong. If so, that is my apology. Justin Leathers, the pole sitter, has already dropped way back. There you see him right about there. There's his truck. Now Tim Jonas looking to get the race lead from Canto. They're settled it down to 3 wide for the most part, but still 4 wide about mid-pack. 31 of Carter Friesen. Now going to get put in the middle of a 4 wide situation. Chris Hayden's in that as well. There's the 23. Finished second at Daytona. That is Eli Bright. Plus the 25 to the win. And collected quite a few points from that. Did a great job. Or excuse me, finished third actually, my bad. And now trying to do his best here, looking underneath of Friesen. Tim Jonas has gotten to the lead. Look at this. This is 42 trucks. All this tightly packed together. I don't see how this is going to last a very long time. Jonathan off the number 17 is starting to move up. Like I said, you can drop back, you can come back up to the front, but it isn't like the predictable cycle that you usually could see on a track like this. Like Tim Jonas is hanging on to the race lead so far. Carter Friesen's holding his own on the outside lane. But here comes Eli Bright. Marcus Alejandro, the 08, starting to move up there on the low side. And also the winner of the first race, Zeke Scott, that 25 orange and white truck, as we have a crash toward the back, and it is Mia Leathers involved. Dale Salzman, Patrick Smith, Ethan Timms looks like he's gotten a bit of that as well. Looks like everyone else simply scattered. But the caution is going to come out for a relatively minor crash. All things considered, you look at this pack and that's a pretty minor crash. All things considered, but we're going to have another one. And Canto is involved along with Roger Ray, the number 50, and someone else. It looks like Jeff Scott, and indeed it is. Or no, that's Nick Kennedy, the 24. Just over-aggressive coming back to the line. And more damaged trucks. So caution out on lap number 8. Two separate incidents here. We're going to see what happened on this first one. In a weird formation there, and it looks like... Ooh, just locked wheels with Salzman, and I think that's Ben Crouch. They just moved up a little bit and just clipped the 3 of Mia Leathers. Ben Crouch actually got through that relatively unscathed, everyone else scattering to avoid it. But then up here, more trouble, as they're 5 wide coming off of the corner, and that just does not work at all. And then around goes the 24, up and into the 50. Michael Canto with damage from that as well, but everyone else actually relatively unscathed. So all things considered, that's not too bad as far as crashes go when you have that type of racing. Now we're going to be restarting single file here unless we're going to have some lap trucks on the inside, which is always possible. Top 5 is Eli Bright, Jonathan Hoff, Zeke Scott, Daniel Yepez, and Dominic Anthony has worked his way into the top 5. Did not have a great race at Daytona. Got 2 teammates here nose to tail. That would be Carter Friesen and Isaac Snyder. Running 8th. Also had a poor race to kick off the series, or the championship. Marcus Alejandro, Cody Reynolds are up the top 10 right now. We're going to see exactly what we got as far as if anyone could fall a lap down, or if everyone will stay on the lead lap. It looks like they will stay on the lead lap, all the damaged trucks, which is good to see. But now it's just a question of how long it will take before we see 3, 4, all but 5 wide again. But that's just the type of racing you get with these trucks. They are more aerodynamically pasted to the ground. So that's why you're seeing this type of racing. So lights out on lap number 12. So we'll be taking the green flag on lap 13 here. Let's get it nice and close. Excuse me. So Eli Bright leading right now. Coming to take the green flag once again. Lap 13 out of 45. So it'll be 23 laps to go here, as the green flag is back in the air once again. Already. Seen some moves being made. Not sure if that was a good restart or not from the 17. And that's 4 wide already. Daniel Yepez all the way up to the high side will be the loser in all that. But you'll have to settle back in line. He can definitely get back up there. 2 teammates trying to push each other forward here. Dominic Anthony looking to maybe go with him. 31 up the track a little bit, opens the door for Snyder. Jonathan Hoff for the race lead. And Zeke Scott. Can he try and make it 2 for 2 on the season? Taking lap 14. I'll check in shortly on those damaged trucks to see how they're doing as far as speed and if they could become a problem at all as this race goes on, if this goes green for long enough. You can see everyone's spread out toward the back, but already starting to bunch up here at the front. It'll only be a matter of time before they're all right on top of each other again, 3 wide. Guaranteed. These Carter Friesen's looking to get it from the 17. 21 laps to go here. And Patrick Smith is the slowest truck on the racetrack, and he is well and truly off the pace. And they will definitely catch him if they run green, if they run under green long enough. No doubt. Alrighty, the 51 coming back up here after dropping back on the restart. Already back into second place. Cody Reynolds, number 13. Looking strong. All the way down below the line there onto the flat goes the 51, looking for the race lead with, or excuse me, I said 20 laps to go. It's actually 30. I am not good at math, especially quick math. Looks like some other trucks are just, either they're just holding back, not wanting to be involved in this mess, or may have picked up some damage somewhere else, maybe under caution, which does sometimes happen, or they're just playing it conservative, not wanting to be in this absolute mess. Which, if that's the case, I don't blame them. Chris Hayden looking for the race lead, the 92, but Daniel Lopez is going to have the momentum on the high side. Careful around the 81, he lost the momentum. It was a Ying scenario. Jonathan Rains, the number 60, is up into the picture here. As you got, yeah, you definitely got drivers coming and going so far. And his darting out of line there is the 92. He's trying to get as good of a run as he can, but that will not work. The 51 is going to hold the lead, at least for now. Yeah, a few trucks have definitely fallen back here. Not sure if they may have picked up some damage or just they just know that there's going to be a big wreck in front of them. But then actually ARCA brakes are a strong possibility for some of these trucks. But Jeff Scott's back here, Jason Larker, Matthew Phillips, Tyler Ryan, Evan Hunter, Mason Hayward are back here. And then you get into some of the damaged trucks. But that 21 is extremely off the pace. They will catch him very soon. And if this goes green long enough, they will catch him multiple times. So it's still the 51. Here comes the 02 Tristan Allen, that blue, white, and pink number 02 Chevrolet. And pole sitter Justin Leathers right behind him. Eric Monaco is on the low side there, 66. Cody Reynolds looking to maybe get the race lead. Zach Ryan, the number 1, is up here. Also trying to keep all these names straight in my head. Taking 25 laps to go this time by. And Cody Reynolds will lead at the stripe that time, as now some of those trucks are indeed closing in on this battle, including Scott. Mark Davidson fell back a little earlier, is now caught up already. Jason Larker. And there's Matthew Phillips. But the 9 is still struggling. As I just hear someone hit the wall. Don't think so. All looks good. Although, actually, no, they caught the 21. That's what happened. So, careful here. We'll see what will happen. My dog is going nuts downstairs. You might be able to hear that. I'm not sure. So they're struggling to get by the 21 here. And outside lane getting held up. But everyone else getting by relatively cleanly, which is good to see. That has definitely allowed a lot of other trucks to get in on this battle. And Eli Bright and Zeke Scott are the two that are getting held up the worst, which is kind of funny because it was Eli Bright pushing the 25 to the front at Daytona, and now they're the two that will lose out the most. So we'll see if they'll be able to work together again to get back up there. But everyone else definitely well and truly in this draft. Because there is definitely a draft factor to this. No doubt. Or if you drop back from it too far, you can have a hard time catching back up. So Daniel Lopez is taking the lead once again. Jonathan Rains looking to take it away from him. Not going to be able to get by there on the low side. There's definitely a lot less momentum down there. But Cody Reynolds in the 13 Thor Sport truck. Looking very strong. I'm going to get into a little 3-truck line here, unless the 60 has something to say about that. And he's going to get underneath the 13. 13's going to have the run. Now maybe Derek Hamill, the number 5, might be able to make the move here. And Zapados Emirados, again, if I'm butchering that name, I highly apologize. That is the number 65. Up here, contending for a top 5 now. 3 wide. Between the 60 and the 1. Cody Reynolds leads again. 20 laps to go now. I said that earlier, but this time it's legit. There's a 72, or excuse me, 73 of Wyatt Walker. First time we've mentioned his name here today. There were some other slow trucks farther ahead. It's the 3 and the 10. Those two are kind of drafting together, so they're maintaining somewhat speed. As once again, I always think that I hear someone hit the wall whenever I'm looking back there. Now 19 to go. Reynolds holds the lead, being pushed by the 5. So far is content to push the 13 onward. Zach Ryan going to try and close in on them. Down Derek Hamill looks to make the move. Zach Ryan's got none of that. Going to make it 3 wide for the race lead. Looks like he struggles for grip down there. Derek Hamill's going to clear him. Now Amaratos, the number 65. Can get 3 wide for second place. Wants the lead. That 4 truck is looking pretty aggressive. That's Nathan Stapleton. Jeff Scott is up into this battle as well. On the low side. Right behind Wyatt Walker. All these trucks still in it with a shot. As they're going 4 wide again. In the middle of the pack, that could get a little iffy. But they are definitely going to catch the 21 again. That 21 is being passed so many times. But they're going to catch these 2 first. And they're catching 2 trucks, which is going to be a whole lot harder to navigate with a pack this big. Could cause some problems. Taking 16 laps to go now. And Amaratos has gotten the race lead in that 65. Can Ypez or Stapleton, or here comes the 1, but the Amaratos going to throw the block. Are you about to go 4 wide for the lead? Near the contact. Got to be careful that they don't lock wheels, which is exactly what caused both incidents earlier in the race. Kind of 2 wrecks and 1 caution. But that's what happened earlier as Wyatt Walker's looking to get by the 4. And here comes Jeff Scott, the 44. 62 is now up in here after falling back earlier. But it's 15 to go now. And they aren't that far from these two. But they're not catching them too fast. Well, they're going about 10 miles an hour faster into the corner. So those two would definitely cause some problems. As the pole sitter, Justin Leathers back up into the lead position with 14 laps to go. Nearly catching 2 more lap trucks. Damaged from earlier. This could be a problem. Everyone already trying to settle themselves out. '29 going to get by the 3. The 44 nearly contact. The 44, the first to clear those 2. 92 now does. There's the 7, the 33, all getting by. The 29 losing out. 62 is trapped behind the 10. You can maybe try and make it 5 wide, which he does, and there's going to be a crash in front of him. Isaac Snyder goes around. Right in front of the Eric Monaco. They have a head-on collision there. And Snyder is destroyed. Along with Eric Monaco. Not sure how those trucks fared as far as damage. The leader under this caution is going to be Samantha LeBron, the 33 truck. And then in second place there, that's actually third, for Adam McDowell. And second is going to be Jeff Scott. But impatience got the better of him there. And we saw what happens when impatience takes over. I actually went too far back. Looks like it's just a 62 wanting to get by the 10 there and pretty much made it 5 wide, and there's just nothing you can do from there. What's this collision here? Boom! Head-on collision between the 66 of Monaco and Snyder, the 32 I mean. Derek Hamill with rear end damage. And I imagine many others may have some minor damage as a result of that. Nick Kennedy is smoking. So that's going to sum up his day. It has not been a great start to the season for the 24. At all. Or for the 50 for that matter. But man. Trying to get by that traffic. The race was starting to wind down here, so that's just what happens. Is they were going to catch the 21 yet again, which would have caused even more problems. Now, who else may have gotten damage in that? I'm not too sure. If anyone else really did. Or if they just all stayed in line there and pretty minimal contact. We'll just have to see. So under caution for the second time, we'll be taking the green flag within 10 laps to go this time now. With Samantha LeBron, Jeff Scott, Adam McDowell, Mark Davidson, and Zeke Scott here in the top 5, and that 21 is going to restart. May or may not restart on the inside. He may restart in line, which is how the rule works here. We just fix that up. So Monaco is out of the race. Kennedy is out. Snyder out of the race. Everyone else remains on the racetrack. But we're going to have damaged lap trucks in the middle of this mess. And if you're behind that 21, you're going to need to get by him quickly. And then also somewhere in that line is the 3 and the 10, who are now going to be even more damaged. But still on the racetrack. Listed 1 lap down. Oh boy. This is going to get a little hairy. But the top 4 are actually in a good spot right now, because that 21, 5th in line. We all know how slow that 21 is as a result of damage from that first wreck, Patrick Smith. Zeke Scott, if he is able to make the move quickly along with Tim Jonas or even Evan Hunter, they can maybe try and get by. But beyond that, it's going to be tricky as the pace truck is back in. It is going to be 8 laps to go here. Samantha LeBron leading them. The green flag back in the air. Is already 21 struggling. Eli Bright on back will get by. But beyond that, it's going to be trouble. Walker and Hayden. Maybe we're going to try and split him here. Although Dominic Anthony's going to hang out Chris Hayden there. As they're all trying to get by. We'll see who will manage to get by and get back in on this battle for the win. LeBron losing out already. Side by side. For the lead, there was 7 to go. Leading that lap was Adam McDowell. Now Jeff Scott going to try and use the high side to his advantage. Zeke Scott wants to be 2 in a row. Both the Scotts are up here. 44 and 25. As this is the battle for the win right now. Who else may be able to get by and get in on this battle? We'll just have to see. 6 laps to go now at Kentucky in the Turkey Hill 250. Still Scott and McDowell. Mark Davidson using the high side to his advantage there. Maybe going to try and get by the 25. Eli Bright wants in on this. Coming to take 5 laps to go this time by. As more and more trucks are closing in. A couple more Thor Sport teammates are up there. Those are Brandon Gomez. 98, 88 is Sean McKean. Jeff Scott going up to the high side there, being smart. Not letting Adam McDowell get a run on him. Mark Davidson's going to try and take advantage. Samantha LeBron making it 3 wide. Tim Jonas right behind her. 4 wide. Jeff Scott's loving what he's seeing in his rearview mirror right now with 4 to go. He's hoping they keep doing that for a good ways here. Or better yet, that they crash and he gets a caution, which would end the race right now. They're still 4 wide. Game on. As Tim Jonas still moving up here. And the Thor Sport teammates of Gomez and McKean. The 98 and the 88. Nose to tail there. Tim Jonas trying to use the inside here with 3 to go. Scott still with the momentum on the high side. And he will clear the 63 again. Can Scott hang on for 2 more laps? But the 98 and the 88 are coming strong. But the 88 forced up high by the 92 of Chris Hayden. Jonas trying again. Still not going to work. At least not yet. If he is able to keep his nose down there, who knows? As they continue to try and get by each other, Jeff Scott hang on to the lead. Coming to the white flag. White flag is in the air now. 1 lap to go in the Turkey Hill 250. Here comes Chris Hayden. In the third Thor Sport truck, number 13 of Cody Reynolds. And the 97 Josh Phillips is up here. Can Hayden try and make the move? Jeff Scott throws the block. Coming out of turn number 4. Jeff Scott will be able to hang on. Jeff Scott winning at Kentucky. He gets it in the Turkey Hill 250. Doing a valiant job of hanging on that whole time. Chris Hayden, oh so close. But he's definitely got to be happy with that run. He will get 2nd place. That's a great points day. What a run there. Jeff Scott able to hold him off. And that is a Scott sweep of the first 2 races. Zeke winning the first race in the 25, and now Jeff here at Kentucky. A couple cousins, if I'm not mistaken. I think that's what I heard. Could be wrong on that. If so, I apologize. He's going through the grass. We got some trucks. But it is Jeff Scott with the win. Chris Hayden getting 2nd. And out of nowhere, Tristan Allen 3rd. Great run there for the 0-2. Then Cody Reynolds and Jonathan Hoff in the top 5. Zach Ryan, Josh Phillips, Daniel Ypez, Carter Friesen, and Sean McKean round out the top 10. Brandon Gomez 11th. So 9th, 10th, and 11th for the Thor Sport trucks. Jason Larker, Dominic Anthony, Tim Jonas falls all the way to 14th after being in contention there for quite a bit. Samantha LeBron falls to 22nd, so that just shows you how crazy it was there on that last lap. Adam McDowell falling to 19th. But Jeff Scott was able to hold them all off. And he brought it home as we look at full results here. Justin Leathers, the pole setter, got caught behind that 21. Will drop all the way back to 27th. But that's just how it goes at Kentucky. But man, that was crazy. So as we'll head to victory lane for Jeff Scott, and we'll get a look at the point standings after only 2 races. Still got 10 more to go on the season. Let's head to victory lane for the 44. So after only 2 races, still got 10 races to go. Jeff Scott. That win has put him into the point lead, just 2 ahead of Josh Phillips. He's looking pretty strong here. Zeke Scott is 3rd. Eli Bright and Zach Ryan are currently the top 5. Daniel E. Pence, Jonathan Off, Tristan Allen, Sean McKean, Brandon Gomez currently the top 10. But obviously all right on top of each other. Only 11 points separating 1st and 10th. Obviously just 2 races in. That will continue to change, as the next race will be the Traxxas 200 at Dodge Motordrome. So we'll see how that'll go as we look through here. Full standings. It has not been a great start for Isaac Snyder and Nick Kennedy. They'll try and get it back on the short track. Patrick Smith's going to try and make something happen, but still got a long way to go. 10 races. A lot can happen. Let's have to see. But Jeff Scott riding high right now. Winner at Kentucky. And now the point leader as a result of that. So big congrats there. And we'll see if he'll be able to hang on to it through the Dodge Motordrome race. Traxxas 200 will be that one for race number 3. So that being said, thank you everyone for watching. Hope you enjoyed this. I pre-recorded this one and just trying some, I'm going to try actually editing this properly. Just kind of make it look a little more polished. So we'll see how it turns out. But I'll try and do this for most of the pre-recorded races. Just to make them, yeah, a little more polished. But I pre-recorded this one just because I was kind of bored. And didn't have too much going on. Actually, what I should do, because I'm not sure if it picked up all that. I'm going to readjust it here. Because I'm not sure if it picked up on the bottom 2 with where it was set. So just in case, there's full standings in case you didn't see that. I don't know. I'll know when I watch this back. But thank you for watching. And hope you enjoyed. And hope to see you next time. Dodge, not sure if that'll be live streamed or pre-recorded. I'll let everyone know on like Google Hangouts if it will be streamed once I know for sure. And then of course 2 races to go in the Music Art Series as of when this is being recorded. So make sure you tune into that. That'll be Pocono next up. We'll see who will be in championship contention for that. Head to the final race. So thank you everyone. And hope you enjoyed. Until next time, take care. And bye for now.